What are you doing today? What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing next week? What are you doing tonight? What kind of food do you want? What kind of meal do you want? What kind of dinner do you want? What kind of lunch do you want? Are you busy this afternoon? Are you available this afternoon? Are you free this afternoon? Are you doing anything this afternoon? Are you kidding? Are you joking? Are you serious? Are you for real? Are you going out tonight? Are you going out tomorrow? Are you going out today? Are you going out later? Are you here on vacation? Are you here on business? Are you here on holiday? Are you here on tour? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What are your tastes? What are your pursuits? What's wrong with that? What's the problem with that? What's the matter with that? What's so bad with that? How are you doing? How are things? How are you feeling? How are you? What can I do for you? How can I help you? What do you need? What do you want? Do you have to get up early? Do you have to arise early? Do you have to wake up early? Do you have to get out of bed early? Are you free Saturday afternoon? Are you available Saturday afternoon? Are you around Saturday afternoon? Are you busy Saturday afternoon? Can you turn it in tomorrow? Can you turn it in next week? Can you turn it in later? Can you turn it in now? What time will you be back by? What time will you return? What time will you come back? What time will you be in? What's wrong with him? What's the matter with him? What's the problem with him? What's bothering him? When did you place the order? When did you make the order? When did you call in the order? When did you reserve the order? Do you speak Chinese? Do you speak English? Can you tell me how to get there? Can you show me how to get there? Can you help me to get there? Can you point out to me how to get there? Do you think it will rain today? Do you think it will rain tomorrow? Do you think it will rain tonight? Do you think it will rain this afternoon? Is this your house? Is this your apartment? Is this your residence? Is this your property? Is Dr. Kolb in? Is Dr. Kolb available? Is Dr. Kolb here? Is Dr. Kolb around? Is it an emergency? Is it urgent? Is it serious? Is it critical? Were there any difficulties for you? Were there any problems for you? Were there any complications for you? Were there any obstacles for you? Do you even have an excuse? Do you even have a reason? Do you even have an explanation? Do you even have an alibi? Did you have a dog when you were growing up? Did you have a dog when you were little? Did you have a dog when you were small? Did you have a dog when you were a child? Who do you think we will play against? Who do you think we will compete against? Who do you think we will go against? Who do you think we will contend against? Do you know why he is sick? Do you know why he is ill? Do you know why he is not well? Do you know why he is unhealthy? Did you see the newspaper today? Did you hear the radio today? Did you see the news today? Did you see the TV today? Anyone up for a drink? Anyone want a drink? Anyone interested in a drink? Anyone ready for a drink? How many more votes are there left to count? How many more ballots are there left to count? How many more entries are there left to count? How many more tickets are there left to count? Have you put everything in the car? Have you put everything in the van? Have you put everything in the truck? Have you put everything in the bus? Cole, have you finished your homework? Cole, have you finished your studying? Cole, have you finished your lessons? Cole, have you finished your schoolwork? Did you get this dinner invitation from the company? Did you get this letter from the company? Did you get this movie ticket from the company? Did you get this announcement from the company? Are you sure you want to turn down a company invitation? Are you sure you want to reject a company invitation? Are you sure you want to refuse a company invitation? Are you sure you want to decline a company invitation? Did the doctor even have a guess? Did the doctor even have a theory? Did the doctor even have an idea? Did the doctor even have a clue? Do you have any idea where we are right now? Do you have any idea where we are at this time? Do you have any idea where we are at this moment? Do you have any idea where we are currently? What motive did he have? What reason did he have? What cause did he have? What incentive did he have? How long have they been dating? How long have they been together? How long have they been going out? How long have they been seeing each other? Is this a good time to speak with you? Is it all right to speak with you? Can I speak with you? Do you mind if I speak with you? Are you going back to college now? Are you coming back to college now? Are you beginning college now? Are you returning to college now? Is this seat taken? Is this seat occupied? Is this seat reserved? Is this seat being used? Why didn't you say something earlier? Why didn't you speak up earlier? Why didn't you mention this earlier? Why didn't you say so earlier? Are you finished with that newspaper? Are you done with that newspaper? Are you still using that newspaper? Are you reading that newspaper? How do you like working here so far? How do you like working here up to now? How do you like working here at the moment? How do you like working here thus far? Could you pick some up on the way back home? Could you get some on the way back home? Could you buy some on the way back home? Could you grab some on the way back home? Why do they do it that way? Why do they do it like that? Why do they do it in such a manner? Why do they do it in such a fashion? Do you think schools can be run for free? Do you think schools can be maintained for free? Do you think schools can operate for free? Do you think schools can function for free? Why don't we go later in the year? Why don't we go later on in the year? Why don't we go earlier in the year? Why don't we go sometime in the year? How often does that happen in a game? How often does that occur in a game? How often does that take place in a game? How often does that come about in a game? And you believed him? And you trusted him? And you agreed with him? And you accepted what he said? Didn't they believe in a lot of different gods? Didn't they believe in a lot of different deities? Didn't they believe in a lot of different spirits? Didn't they believe in a lot of different idols? Why are you so sad, honey? Why are you so glum, honey? Why are you so down, honey? Why are you so depressed, honey? Don't you think that's a little selfish? Don't you think that's a little self-centered? Don't you think that's a little unfair? Don't you think that's a little thoughtless? How about I book a flight for the 22nd? How about I reserve a flight for the 22nd? How about I schedule a flight for the 22nd? How about I select a flight for the 22nd? What seems to be the trouble? What seems to be the problem? What seems to be the difficulty? What seems to be the concern? Could you loan them to me? Could you give them to me? Could you hand them to me? Could you pass them to me? Did you want to meet this afternoon? Did you want to get together this afternoon? Did you want to talk this afternoon? Did you want to study this afternoon? Are you looking for a particular area of history? Are you looking for a particular part of history? Are you looking for a particular aspect of history? Are you looking for a particular section of history? Do you see anything familiar? Do you see anything recognizable? Do you see anything you know? Do you see anything helpful? Have you read the newspapers lately? Have you read the newspapers recently? Have you read the newspapers in a while? Have you read the newspapers just now? What do you want for Christmas this year, Danny? What would you like for Christmas this year, Danny? What are you getting for Christmas this year, Danny? What do you expect for Christmas this year, Danny? Is it bad because you were not prepared? Is it bad because you were not ready? Is it bad because you were caught off guard? Is it bad because you were not expecting it? Isn't Oscar happier playing on that big farm with Grandpa? Isn't Oscar better off playing on that big farm with Grandpa? Isn't Oscar more happy playing on that big farm with Grandpa? Isn't Oscar having a good time playing on that big farm with Grandpa?